Morning, everyone. Welcome to day 74. I'm just seeing if I can get some light in our picture. There we go. A little bit. Nothing much, but now it's giving me, oh dear, it's so hard. It's light out. Today's 74. Did I just burp on you? My apologies. I'm such a rude YouTuber. Today's 74 of my 100-day weight loss journey. Don't know how I'm doing right now, other than I had a very good week last week. This week, just like went all out the window. Like somebody took a deck of cards and threw them in the air and say, "Good luck with picking them up." Or it's like, "Do you play 52 pickup?" It's like, "Oh yes, I do. What's that?" Just take my life and 52 cards and all over the world, all over the place. So, as you know, my health has taken a nosedive for whatever unexpected reason there is. And I've always prided myself on being the most healthiest person I know in my little circle, me, myself, and I. And so I'm quite perturbed. I don't know if that's a word. Disturbed, perturbed. I don't know where I even heard the word perturbed. About not being on track. And the reason why I'm not on track is because I can't eat. This has really never happened to me, maybe once 18 years ago. And there's apparently a stomach virus going around, and the doctor was concerned that I might have it. The only thing is I'm not hurling, and I don't have the symptoms that other people do. Sorry for all this information, but I have had breakfast this morning, and I do feel like I am on track for today only. And add some color to you guys here. So I do feel I'm on track. I'm still not feeling my best. Right now, unable to walk because of my tummy troubles. Thinking I'm just going to go see the doctor tomorrow. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have some kind of scan, maybe further testing. It could just be a thing. Like I said, it could be a virus, where I've prided myself on having a stomach of steel. I mean, nothing, nothing ever like this has ever happened. So figures, all my life illnesses just so happen to have happened on this 100-day journey. So during this 100-day journey, this will be the 4th week out of, I think it's 13 weeks that I've been ill, which is not good because this means that it could put me in jeopardy of not even placing 3rd on any of the competitions. But that's all right. No worries. I'm going to figure this out. I figured after this 100-day journey, I might have a journey where it's going to be called Reaching Goal. And then after reaching goal, it's going to be maintaining, because the biggest part of me is get to maintaining, which is where I want to be after this 100-day. But, how many of us have always wanted to lose weight and we just can't, or it's very slow, or we do something stupid like a fad diet. And then when we do fad diets, it comes back plus 10 pounds, which I've done. I'm stuttering. So if I were to document my journey on my weight, I started off as a very thin child who was a very fussy eater. And I hated everything. And I should have stuck to just being fussy. Probably wouldn't have problems. You guys would be calling me skinny BBBITCH. Can you imagine? Well, I guess that wasn't my destiny. And so, and then I know childbirth would have made me bigger, because, that's what we all blame it on. I'm going to tell you right now, after 2 years, you can't call it baby fat. My sons are 19 and 21. Well, maybe. Let me think about that. Maybe I can call it baby fat. My children's reason why I don't have a rock hard flat stomach. But I didn't have one before I started. I know, I find that funny. I laugh at my own mind, maybe, I don't know. And so anyway, I started gaining weight. I found when I was around 12, because I was eating a ton of carbs. When you don't like food, you can be a very unhealthy person like that. So I ate a lot of carbs. And a really lot of bad food, like French fries, ketchups, hot dogs. I came from a big family, and even though my mother cooked these delicious homemade meals, where I was being fussy, I ate crap. So then I got embarrassed about being overweight and underweight or not eating. No, I was embarrassed about not liking food. So I decided to sample some food, and I liked it, and hence began my food addiction. Maybe it's from not eating as a child and being skinny and not liking food. I went from hating food to being obsessed with it. That could be my reason why. I never thought about it that way. All this time in therapy, and I figure this out right now in front of you guys. So anyway, then everybody started dating in high school, and I gained weight, and I found that in my mind I wasn't attractive. And I'm the kind of person who got all my fat in my belly. Thank you very much. The universe, because if the fat is distributed evenly or in certain areas, I wasn't gifted with my fat going in any area except for being an apple-shaped body and in the center. And then my sister helped me lose my first 30 pounds. My oldest sister, I said, how do you exercise? So she drew me a chart of exercise, and I did that. And I danced in my room, and I did my exercise. And I started watching what I ate for the first time when I was 16. And then I did lose 30 pounds, and I got down to 130. And my friends started saying, you're too thin, you're too thin. And I said, I am? And I really didn't feel too thin. But remember how I told you your friends will be comfortable in keeping you where you are? And so I did gain the weight back, and I'm not sure, but that 160 that 130 went to 160, and I think I was 160, 165 for the longest time. And then I met my ex-husband, and together we fell in love and gained 40 pounds from eating bad food. And I did struggle between 160 and 180 for a while, just prior to meeting him, but for the most part, I had it under control. And but it was just eating out and running, started going to university, eating a lot of subs on my way to school. And so when I think about it, once I got married, I think it was like 180. And then for the love of food. And I think I had to lose weight from like 200 or 220, I can't remember, down to 180 to get married because I wanted to look good in photos, as we all do. And then the next thing that happened, lo and behold, I got pregnant. But by the time I got pregnant, I gained, I probably might have been 220. And by the time I got pregnant, I was 260. And it got to the point where I couldn't look at the scale anymore. So that's why I know I at least reached 260. I was a 3X. After childbirth, after 3 months, where I couldn't blame it on that, I wore my maternity clothes for 3 months, partly because I had surgery, and it was a very traumatic birth with my body, and so it took a long time to recover, and that's why I know I really had issues, because I had insulin, I had couldn't fit in any of my clothes, and so I had some real issues, and that didn't bother me because I was in love, and then between my children, and probably since meeting my ex-husband, my weight to me was 120. And if I could get down from a 22 to a size 18, that to me was considered thin. And I remembered I had to appear on TV, and I actually had to spend $460 on a suit because the suit was designed in such a way to make me feel thin. And my ex-husband, God love him, he actually purchased my outfit to make me feel good about myself. And then I had my second son, and I did have my weight in control because, believe it or not, both my sons are preemies, and right afterwards I got off insulin. And so I just had to I was diagnosed as a diabetic, and I had to go get my weight done, not my weight, my blood tested every 3 months. And so I kept it at bay. I kept trying to lose weight only for my blood, so I wouldn't have to go on medication. But I think I stayed off medication until my oldest son was 16. And how I managed to do that is that when I moved here in 2001, I got my son to take a picture of me at the playground front and sideways, which I still have. I guess that's 17 years ago, where I said that's the last day I'm going to look like that. And I was big. I was a 24, and I have had 26 pants that I just couldn't bear to get into, but my 24s were very tight, and I opted to wear loose clothing. And I was a 26 in size 26 in denial. So what I did is I put it in my head not to look that way. And then I got from my blood work, I went from 3 months to every 6 months to now down to once a year. So, and I went to everyone. I did 13 rounds of Weight Watchers, if I'm allowed to say that, Herbal Magic, Stewardess Diet, Carbohydrates Addicts, French Women Don't Get Fat Diet, which I'm not a French woman, and countless others. That's where I knew, and I even did try Herbal Magic, which I called Hairball Magic, on my own, and I could not succeed. The reason why I did that is because of the supplements they gave me prevented me from feeling hunger. So without their $75 a week supplements, and I did go until I ran out of money again, and then I went to Weight Watchers until I ran out of money. So I'm starting to name names. It's kind of how I feel about it today. So anyways, I hired a trainer, and a trainer put me through boot camp, and he also put me on his plan. That man right now is my fiance, nationally certified fitness, because I was leaning towards the carb-free lifestyle, but I like carbs too much, and I like having carbs in all my meals, not just one meal a day or as a reward. And so in 8 weeks, I lost 40 pounds. And I looked the best I looked in my life. And what happened is I blew my knee out, and I had to have a cortisone shot. And so I immediately stopped, and being a food addict, I started eating again, because that's what food addicts do. And until you get on top of your food addiction, and it's the only addiction that you can't abstain from. So I fired him. I know, I'm like that. He forgave me, stood by me, because I think he knew the journey I was on was a long one, and lifestyle. And so I rehired him when I won the $1,000. I said, you know how you helped me get 40 pounds off in 8 weeks? Yeah. I said, there's a competition going on where I can win $1,000. I said, this time I'm going to listen to you, and I'm willing to give you half if you help me win it. Game on. And so he designed the program for me, and I said, but I am not going to eat one salad, because I travel a lot, and you can't drive and eat a salad, and I'm the kind of person I could not sit down to eat a meal. And I now know you need to enjoy your food and sit down at the table. Hello, the biggest tip I'm going to give you today is enjoy your food, because I wasn't enjoying food, but I was eating it, and I had what was called mindless eating. Give me a box of Ritz, and guess what I did? I ate it like a bag of chips. Who does that? Me. Didn't even know it was bad. It was delicious. So that's kind of give you a little snapshot of where I was. And so I walked every day, partly because of my knee. It's like I couldn't do my workouts, Zumba, all that was out the window. I couldn't bend to do a squat. So I walked, and I ate wonderfully, and I followed the plan, which was lifestyle. I was given the tool for the rest of my life on how to eat. Who knew? So, and to this day, I do now know how to eat. I do know how to lose weight successfully. And yet I struggle because I'm an emotional eater, which is why I put this video up. And so I'm always trying to find reasons why around human behavior. And guess what? I'm a psych major in psychology. I have studied human behavior. You think that I would have it figured out by now. No, I don't. And I don't know why I love food, and I don't know why I love eating bad food. So my quest is now to find healthy, delicious food that I can eat in abundance that will help satisfy my food requirements, that I eat a balanced diet, and that I have the body I want. And I am working with a doctor. I am working with a nutritionist. I'm still being guided by a coach. I take help wherever and anywhere I can find it. I'll talk to anybody who's willing to listen about it. And over the years, I've got a tremendous amount of helpful hints. And so one of the reasons why I'm here is because it's the last thing I tried to listen to my own self on how to do it, is put it out there. And so I want you to watch me transform, because I want it so bad. I'm under doctor's care. We do feel that a healthy body weight for me is 30 pounds loss. 30 pounds less than where I'm at now. The doctor wants me weigh 155, and I'm almost 5'5". You can say I'm 5'5", but I'm not, because I don't believe in lying. It's like 5'4" 3/4. Do the math. Like I just don't feel like saying I'm 5'5", but for ease, I'm 5'5". When I wear my heels, I'm 5'8". Yes, I know, 3-inch heels. So, and I like wearing heels because a lot of people think I'm taller, and I'm not. I'm very petite. So, and I can't have this. So this is what I'm working on. Sorry for the long video. I just thought I was just going to put it all out there today, and I guess I did. So, then maybe because I can't eat, I don't know. I'm always trying to keep these videos to 5 minutes and no longer. Anyway, please like and subscribe. Maybe you'll find something inspirational about this video and about my journey. And maybe you can leave me a note, because I don't care how long it is, I will read it, on what your journey is. And you subscribe to my channel, I will subscribe to yours. You cheer me on, I will cheer you on, because I just love talking about this. I have the part of the obsession about food is loving to talk about it. And so I'm trying to talk about it in a positive way, such as losing weight. And I have started a new channel called Baby Vegan. Today all my meals will be vegan. I'm a transitioning vegan, meaning that I'm still discovering it. I am gifted vegan, means that if you're good enough to cook for me, I'm good enough to eat it. So I will step outside that zone. But that could change over time. Right now I'm still open because I'm still learning how to eat that way. And for the most part, I'm just worried about reaching my goal versus being vegan. And I say that with probably a grain of salt. I strive to be vegan. And it's not easy. It's not easy at all, because I haven't quite figured it out. But for today, I have. And I'm experimenting with new stuff. The other day, I had to throw out a meal and start over. So I'm glad I didn't push that on there. So I had something horrible. And my friends were all giving me advice, and I already knew what to do, and it didn't work. So I was trying to eat a liquid meal which was, but who wants to eat liquid meals? Anyway, too long. Press like, subscribe, see you tomorrow.